Hello everybody, welcome to Poker with Kids episode number 41. This time we've got a box from Jack's Poker. This time we've got some poker chip samples as well as some plaques. To have a look at, there might even be a deck of cards in there. So let's jump in and have a look and see what we've got. So first thing we have is the bonus little deck of Jack's Poker cards, the gold deck. I think that came free with the order. I think they had a deal on if you ordered more than $50, you got the free deck of cards. I might actually have a deck. I know I've got some other Jack's poker decks around from when I've ordered sets with them, but that was with the older style cards. I'm not sure if I've actually got some of the new style ones. So let's have a quick check of these new cards, so we can get them open up. Of course, one thing with everything new, packaging. And sometimes they're easy to open, sometimes not. Little trick from the casino days, use a cut card and it should slide right through. And it does. So here's our deck, fancy looking joker. There's the Ace of Spades card of the Jack's Poker on the front. Nice backs, gold and white. Pretty good looking deck of cards. One of many that I've got, but you can never have too many decks of cards. So that's the free gift that came with the order. Deck of cards from Jack's Poker. Now, the other stuff in the order, the first thing that I ordered was they have a relatively new set, their Jetsetter Poker Tour. Let's take all this stuff out of the box. And I ordered a set of those. This is supposed to be their high roller ceramic tournament type set. Here we have the Jetsetter Poker Tour. 5, a 10, 25, a 50, a 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, and a bit unusual, a 20,000 chip. So denominations, if you look on the side, I actually like the profile they've got, just single colors for each of the chips, which is something that I actually like. They remind me a lot of the Port Royal ones, that kind of similar finish. I thought these might have actually been a bit textured, but they're not. They're actually flat on the face. I like the edges. The 20,000 is a bit of an unusual denomination. 25,000 would probably be more normal. Some of them look a bit unusual. I think, for example, this on the 5,000 sort of gets a bit lost with the lines around the outside. Sort of makes the colour look a bit odd. But the rest, for example, this 100's a really nice looking one. That sort of glow with the spade in the middle looks really nice. The 50, I mean, not that you'd really use a 50 chip, but the 50 and the 25, if you put them next to each other, they're not too different in terms of the color, which is one thing that you want to do, especially when you've got chips that are going to be in play. You'd imagine if you're going to have the 25 and 50 both in play at the same time, you don't want colors to be very similar. That could be a bit of an issue, but apart from that, good looking set, good feel to them. Nice ceramic set. Again, very similar to the Port Royal set that I've also got. I actually got a full set of the Port Royals, and I reviewed those maybe a year ago or so now. Very similar to those. Nice feeling chips. Good for shuffling, all that sort of stuff. So they look nice. The other set that I got was these ones, the Valentino Poker Room. These ones are a lot more expensive. I think the Jetsetter Poker Tour ones, they're selling for, I think, 66 cents each, something like that. So actually pretty decent value. These ones, the Valentino ones, I think they're around $1.50, maybe over $1.50 per chip. And right off the bat, there's something I've noticed that's a little bit unusual. I've got a couple of extra chips in the set, which I can't complain about. But the most obvious one is what you'll notice here with these chips. We have the 25-cent chip, which has the C with the cent, compared to the one, which doesn't have any dollar symbol on it. So a little bit of a difference there. We've got the whole range. You've got a 2. I've got an extra 25-cent thrown in, which can't complain it. Extra 1 as well. You also got the 25, a 100, a 500, a 1,000, a 5,000, and a 10,000. So a good range. You could use it for, again, a tournament set with your sort of 25s. And there's also, apologies, 25,000 chip as well. Again, that's a much more sort of standard breakdown that you'd have. So you'd have this sort of range for your tournaments from 25 up to 25,000 potentially. The sides, you've got the edge spots there that are kind of, it's sort of made to look like with the edge spots there. You can see they go all the way around the chip, made to look like almost like a clay chip with your little infills, something along the lines of a different type of chip that I might have. And the other Port Royals that I'm thinking of, but something more along the lines of this sort of thing, where you've got these little infill pieces, not that exact type of chip, but something along those lines where you've got your edge markings and done that with a ceramic, which works at times, but with ceramics, doesn't. I might be missing a 5 from the set now that I look at it, but I've got the extra 25 and 50. One thing here that I've also noticed, which might be a bit concerning, especially if you're paying this kind of price, notice the 2 25-cent chips that I've got. So 2 chips, same denomination, and it's not really a light thing. They're actually slightly different colors. You notice that this one here is a little bit darker, and you can especially tell that when you look at from the side, especially that stripe in the spot in the band. Definitely a very different color, different shade of blue. So, and in fact, this one's in fact, if you look at the entire chip, it's a slightly different shade. It's not anything to do with the light. If I turn around it, you can see that it's clearly a different shade, a slightly different shade of blue on the edges. So, a little bit disappointing, I guess, the quality control for these things. But having said that, I guess you put in your order, you'll get it from one run, and you'd imagine that the colors would be consistent. Having said that, they are, in terms of the feel, very, very nice chips. That edge is very shiny. It's a glossy edge, very smooth edge, and the face has a little bit of texture to it. Different to the JPT chips, which are very much smooth on the face. These ones have a little bit of texture to them. The other thing that came in the set, and something I was looking forward to, 2 things for the JPT set. We have, hopefully, unless they've butchered the order, which is also possible. because I have only the 500,000 JPT chip. I thought there was supposed to be two JPT plaques. So I'll check that up in the picking slip. There's just the 500. I'll double check what I should. I'm pretty sure I ordered both the 500 and the 250,000 chip. But this is the plaque that goes with the JPT set. Again, a little bit of texture on the face, but these kind of add the high roller kind of feel to your games. If you look, especially at those early WPT series where they had the ones from the Aviation Club in France, and by the time they got to the final table, the vast majority of chips are actually plaques, or the old or the James Bond movies where they're playing with the plaques rather than the chips. Gives you that sort of high roller feel. However, the thing that I had ordered the plaques in were some Australian currency ones. I already got have an Australian currency set that's actually still down in Melbourne, in a garage in Melbourne. But what actually prompted me to do this was at a APL game that I played at Beenleigh. One of the players was using one of these as a card guard. And I thought, get a few of these ones, the 500 denomination with the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Nice looking, very nice looking plaque. You got the red edging. So, very nice looking plaque. Next one up, you also have the 1000 with the Opera House. This is kind of obviously the iconic things in Australia. Then you have 5,000 with Palmer House in Canberra. So I picked up a couple of these 5,000s, 5 each of the 500s and 1,000s. And also picked up some 10,000s, and that looks like Flinders Street Station in Melbourne. So some nice looking plaques. These very, very solid. Kind of a bit of a variation on what you got. It almost looks like a note, or the style of a note, like a $10 note or that type of thing in terms of style. But very nicely done as a plaque. Just a straight color, single color edging. The edging, you got definite colors. You can't quite pick it up so well with the light and the reflection, but you've definitely got the red, the purple, the green, the blue. Definitive, just solid colors on the edge with the chips on the face. So really nice plaques there. They'll be nice to have, and I might actually make use of them as card guards in the future. I'm not really a big fan of card guards, but never know, might come in handy at another tournament that I play in the future. But that's what we've got today from Jack's Poker. So that's going to wrap up vlog number 41, Poker with Kids. Hope to see you again soon. Check out Jack's Poker. Grab some chips, grab some samples, grab some decks of cards. But really good place to get your poker stuff from. I've got quite a lot of stuff from there.